Okay. There. Okay. Plan means there should be no true divine.
You understand?
The world shall not know this. I shall return from the grave, a divine without power, yet all who desire power shall fear me.
How do you feel about your attempts to Dallas's attempts to murder your own son?
Alexander was God-woken. Once, years ago, I should have killed Damien, but instead took him as my son. Quite the mistake. Now, I was forced to
The task fell.
and me.
We already.
Another sacrifice I was forced.
As I say, one last sacrifice is. Then let us show some.
You'll be a hero.
Don't let...
No, never.
I understand. Your
I'm sorry. You.
We need the everyone's range. Please don't miss. No! Fuck! Um... Do this. Oh yeah, fire slug. Look at the fight. God damn it. Well. God damn it. Sorry. Image. I teleport his bitch ass down here. I don't have a teleport scroll. Do I? Fuck. Ah. I have 3. Oh, it's blocked by physical armor. Gotta reload. That's not a success. Somehow keep freedom in.
Then let's show.
You'll be.
Don't let.
No, never.
I understand. Yours.
I'm sorry.
Why are my chances so low on hitting him? Sleeping arms, sleeping arms. You know what? I'm gonna cheese. I will. Game. You won't escape me, damn it. God. Yes. All right. Save after that. catch a feed. Okay. What if I... Yes. Alright. You get rid of blinded. I don't know how to get rid of blinded. Okay. You know what? We're going to... Where was that ability? I forgot where it was. No! Right here. Equalize. Okay. Fire slug. Ah, fuck. I equalized Vreedeman, though. I can still run away? Fucking bitch. Okay, we're going to... that. We're just gonna do that. That keeps him out of it. Cool, cool. And then... based on self. Who got stunned? Oh, I got stunned. When will it be my turn? Rapture the tendons, bitch. God damn, stop focusing me. Rude. Parents tell you that? Not to focus. Rude or something? I don't know. Direct. Go there in the poison cloud. I don't know. And then... That'll help out a little. But Wiedemann's gonna focus Losa. Huh? Oh, he's bleeding a lot. Fuck you, Wiedemann. Okay. Heal self. Okay. Forgot to spend my points. Okay, okay, best chance of stunning him. Didn't work. Fuck yeah. Boom. Wait. Fuck. Hmm. The Red Prince just has to make it through his turn. Just has to fucking won't be enough. That's the part. I don't. Hmm. And then faction. Okay, I don't think I can read far. Boom. Stunned him, yes. Exactly what I wanted. Okay, okay. Right there.
I am Brachus Rex. I am the Source King. You shall not seal the veil, and I shall not be struck down. I call on the God King. Come, claim what is yours.
How? What?
Friedemann cackles in. You left the leashing wand next to me, you stupid. Kill him! Do shut up, you tedious buffoon. And don't look so surprised.
Enjoy Lucian and
As if
Dallas's
I would-
discomfort.
You should have listened to Tarquin, you worm-ridden wench. I am Brachus Rex. I am the Source King.
Was this part of your plan? That seems a bit... Okay, things are going somewhat to plan. Not allow him to live any longer.
Kill him now.
Too late, you moldering, blight-stained pigs. Grant me power, my ally. God King. The God King hears. He sends a come to your father.
I don't know where Seville's body is. long as they fight each other, that'll be fine by me. How much damage does it do? It doesn't do that much. Ooh. All right. Fuck. Oh no. Oh fuck. Bye-bye, Isabel. Dragon, I hope you can do cool things. Not really. Fight Brecker's Rex, my dragon. Oh, he's so dead. They fight each other, that's fine by me. Too far? Still blinded. Fucking. Fight each other, please. God damn it. Shit. Ow. How is that? If it says I can go there, then go there. Hey, Brina. He does so little damage. Man, our frames are fucking dead. Why are you focused targeting me? The enemy's over there. Bitch. What else to do? Alright. Right from here, again. No, this is a bad spot. Let's go here. Because I have to do something later tonight, and I don't know how long this is gonna take, so I'm trying to just get this game done.
Yes.
Too late, you moldering blightstain. You. The God King hears my. He's come to your father. Come to the Source King.
Okay. Um. Yes, I am. Wait, but the poison's supposed to heal her. What the fuck? I am late 9th century England. Anglo-Saxon. I guess Los is dead. Where'd he go? The book I'm writing is a fantasy book. So fucked. Oh, I think there's gonna be another reset. That Kraken is gonna fuck my... Gonna kick my ass. Ow. Yep. Yep. Oh, yep. Yep. This is gonna be a wipe. I don't think... Yeah, it's the final boss of the game. I don't think I can do this on Classic. I think I have to lower the difficulty. I can't.
Yes.
Too late. You. The God King, he's
Yeah, whatever.
come to the Source King.
Hey, it's no worries, Brina. How do I do it? What does it do? Lowers our damage quite a bit. Oh, and I'm silenced. Can't use... Oh, fuck. What do I do then? This... There we go. Okay. Am I pronouncing it wrong? Let's see here. Boom. Oh, okay. Ooh. Move that to there. Dude, what are you immune to? Air attack. You. Nah. That. Fuck. Yeah, 9th century England. Early Middle Ages, yeah. Fucking far. Better. Reload it. Because at this point I know when it's a lost cause, so don't want to waste the time. Of just watching my characters die. Hey, Sasha. No, I really can't. That's why this is a very rare stream. Damn, I don't have flight anywhere. That. One month. Okay. Yeah, this is my first time. I will be right back, guys. I gotta grab my fucking dinner. BRB. I see you talking shit, Sasha. I see you talking shit. I see you saying that my fan is better than me. No. Just because my fan could probably be far more competent than me at playing this game does not make it better than me. Okay. And I take that personally. What the fuck do I do? Oh shit, yeah, do this. Oh shit. Ah! Does that reach Ryan? I don't think it does. No. It has to. There's a one fucking... There it is.
Right where I want you.
All right. Give me my fucking health back, you nerd. Hydrate, here you go. Let's see. We're gonna do Epidemic of Fire. And then... Boom. Okay. Ah, how'd that not... Oh, fucking hell.
Call it.
What the fuck? We can't have Losa die before the Kraken. All right. Done the bitch.
Right where I want you.
All right, mosquito swarm again. And then tackles of pain. I have played Hades. I never beat it though. Well, technically, I have been in a, I guess, technically a few times because of, you know, if you count killing Hades, or not killing, you never kill him, but winning one fight against him, a few fights against him as winning, then I did win. Shit, he's decaying. That fucked shit. Kill the Kraken! Oh shit. Okay. I should have focused the Kraken a whole lot fucking sooner. I'll be right with you, Brachus Rex. I'm hungry. I gotta finish my barbecue chips. Karada, I don't know if you were there when this happened, but I lowered the difficulty. Am I proud of it? No. Am I at a point where I no longer care? Yes. There is no way that I was capable of surviving long enough to be able to kill the Kraken. Or at least have Losa survive long enough to kill the Kraken. So, I also just want to finish this game. This is part 29. Each stream of this game has been 3 hours. Probably even averaging longer than 3 hours. That's long. Yeah, so, I didn't explain it earlier, Brenna. I don't know how to pronounce it. We'll go with both. The reason I used to do streams earlier in the day that would fit better for European viewers. However, it eventually started looking like, I then did a couple test streams where I would stream at my usual time, which is 6 to 9 p.m. U.S. Central Standard Time. And I started doing those, and then I kept doing those because I saw that that was getting me, on average, more viewers. So that's why my schedule's the way it is. And I would love to be in a position where I could stream like 5+ hours a day, do more than 3 hours a day, like treat it like a proper job. But I don't make anywhere near enough to justify that, especially when I want to write a book. So I mean, if I wasn't writing a book at the same time, I'm sure I'd be streaming 5+ hours a day. But if I want to get work done on the book, I got to I've got to write. All right, so having lowered the difficulty, this is massively, like, immensely easier than our regular mode difficulty. Like no contest, so much fucking easier. Like, it feels like classic mode is too difficult. Alright, you guys get to 30 subs. That could be a thing that I do. That would justify me streaming longer.
Glory is mine. Prepare. I'll yield to none.
No problem, Brenna. Have a good rest of your day. Or night. Or, yeah.
I'll yield to none.
But yeah, if that, so right now we're at 6 out of 30. If that goes up to 30 out of 30, you get a writing stream. I still haven't decided what to do for Halloween, or if there will be a Halloween stream. I'm going back and forth on the idea because I'm still not entirely certain.
Lucian struggles to rise, but the weight of his own pain
Why
seems
is
to
it the Red
break
Prince
him.
getting the target? Maybe. Well,
My time is done. But your source burns so bright I'm all but blind.
I swear to fucking God, if this game screws,
Be wise and true, Godwoken. I am no hero, but wisdom and truth. These are values I always believed in.
Dallis groans in pain.
I have failed. The future of all that is rests on your shoulders.
We stand once more on the cusp of divinity. But this cup, so long thirsted for, I willfully let it pass from me. All my life has been a lead up to this. To be the King of Kings, God of Gods.
I have a lot to say about there's probably going to be a 30 plus minute, just me fucking rambling on about this game once we get to the credits.
I will not say it was in vain, but I will say it was vanity. If I were to chance upon my throne right now, I would sit down beside it, cast my glance to the horizon, and think of worthier things.
The Red Prince had excellent character progression.
I'd think of Sadher, my great love. I'd think of my children, their joyous dance through fiery skies. And of course, I'd think of you.
Oh,
Of the adventures
oh my heart.
we had, of our unlikely yet heartfelt friendship.
They definitely, you can tell which characters the writers put the most effort in. The Red Prince is definitely, I'm going to say, is the team that created this game. The Red Prince was the team's favorite. He was their like golden child. He was like, we love this character.
Yes, I'd sit there, thoroughly contented.
God, that's second.
Wait for you
That's so mean.
to ascend the throne.
It's been an honor traveling with you, Prince.
I know.
A mischievous smile.
And then they like, I love it when they keep like, when characters have that development. Like, the Red Prince has always been a cocky character. He's always been sure of himself. And even in that, like, he's obviously humbled himself here, but he still knows he's a fucking great guy.
But I do have to add, likewise.
Aww.
This is it. I can hardly believe it.
She casts her gaze around the crypt in awe.
After everything we've been through, after everything we've seen, here we are. Here I am. And now that I see godhood before me, I know what I have to do. Chief, you need to ascend.
I know I
There's
do.
no one I would trust with this responsibility but you. I know you'll do what needs to be done, what ought to be done. And I know you'll do it with style.
Oh shit, you're fucking right, I will. I'll do my best, and I'll pay special attention to the scourge of demons plaguing the world, too.
They'll never know what hit them. Now go on, shoo. You've got business to attend to.
Listen, this is it. Again. And I want you to know I'm not putting up a fight, not against you. My revels are now ended. Yours are about to begin. I've had my vengeance, my life and my liberty. You helped me win them back. And then, when you told me you loved me, all of me awoke. All I want now is for this to end. To be by your side when we wage the final battle. And long, long after.
Love you, Isabel.
I know you do. And I love you too. Now kiss me.
You
Don't
kiss
gotta
each
tell
other
me
with passion,
twice.
ready to face the darkest dark. You think back on your journey here, on all that you have seen and done.
You know, I definitely think Losa was the character that they wanted the player to, like, if the player was gonna romance someone, I think they wanted to push you towards Losa. It definitely felt like Losa was the one they wanted
You
to
think
be
of the
with.
Magisters, and the sorcerers they hunted, and of the good and the evil on both sides. You think of how the Eternals came as Voidwoken to reclaim their stolen world. You look at the source around you. The power is immense. Divinity at your fingertips. You think of what you could do with such power. The rights you'd wrong, the wars you'd win. You marvel at your journey and how it has changed you. You think of those you left behind, and of those you met along the way, who stood by you or against you.
I wonder if I change the gameplay back to classic. See, our health doubled in story mode. I don't. Was Explorer the in-between? Maybe I should have done Explorer mode. I don't know.
It's time to choose your fate, and the fate of all you hold dear. Shall you be divine?
Goddamn right I am.
After all that you have been through, and all that you have done, all that you have become, the Aeteran lies in front of you. Divinity is yours to take, or to sacrifice. What you do next decides your own fate, and the future of the world. What shall you do with divinity?
No. because people are fucked up, and there would be people that take their source powers and do fucked up shit. We've seen that throughout the whole goddamn game. This we know is bad because that's what the God King wants, and the God King is the king of like the void or whatever. So we're not doing that. I will become the new divine. Okay, this took a lot less time than I thought. Well, there's still an epilogue.
And so it ended. A tale that began with my own ill-fated attempt to rid the world of the Godwoken. A new divine rose, a true heir to the Seven, more powerful than ever, and united Rivellon in its battle against the Void. All across the realm, he was loved, worshipped, and adored.
Oh, fuck yeah, I was.
Humans, lizards, elves, and dwarves all rallied to his banner.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The great allegiance stood once more, but the war continued. From the depths of the void, the God King still sought to return. As for me, my last hope of ever being freed of the God King's terrible tyranny faded when the Godwoken claimed divinity. An eternity of pain and suffering is mine. I cling now to the dream that one day the veil will be sealed, that one day I can be freed, that one day a new Godwoken will rise.
Well, well. Look what the cat dragged in. A god, no less.
He smiles at you fondly as he takes you by the hand.
You've done us proud. You saved the world, didn't you?
I didn't save it alone.
No. We were all of us instrumental, but only one walked away with divinity. I'm glad it was you.
Is there anywhere you'd like the Lady Vengeance to bring you to?
Home, if you don't mind. After all, I've dragons to raise. I need to teach them to be good boys and girls before they set the entire world on fire. There may be an accident or two along the way. Please don't hold it against them. I do so long to see my palace again. The Forbidden City. The scents of spices and incense. The sound of sitars in far-off rooms. To sit all day in perfumed shade. Watch the white of the marble change with the journey of the sun. But above all, I long to be with Sadher. Long to finally have the time to love.
I wish you the brightest of futures, Prince.
Oh, but before you go, remember how when we first met, I took you by the jaw to inspect your teeth?
I remember all too well.
Not something one forgets in a hurry. Now, if you'll recall, despite lacking a sense of fashion, as per your own testimony, you can cook and brew. Two quite indispensable talents. At the time, of course, I couldn't have foreseen the adventure ahead, but now that it's quite over,
God damn it.
I'd like to renew the opportunity for you to become my slave.
No!
What say you?
You know what? That sounds absolutely wonderful.
That's settled then. You're very welcome to my house indeed. We'll feast and reminisce.
I hope he doesn't think I was
In
serious.
the meantime, my boots are not going to clean themselves. You'll have to wear a collar again, by the by. You'll have to wear a collar.
God damn it. Malady?
Malady stands tall and proud, sunlight sparkling off her mask. From here, she looks almost angelic.
Well, here we are again. You, me, and the ship I've saved from ruin for your personal benefit. I'd say you owe me, but why state the obvious? Get an eyeful, Your Holiness. I expect it's the last we'll see of each other for some time.
She turns to you, arms crossed, and grins.
Look at you. Magnificent.
What do you do now that this is all over?
excellent question.
She fingers the mask, covering her face. For a moment, it seems as though she's about to remove it, but instead, she places a hand on your shoulder.
We've come a long way together. I did my best by you all the way. I sacrificed much. But I'd give even more to see you become exactly what you've become. Soon, I'd like to have a little chat about something you can do for me.
I won't tell Sybil.
But I believe that can wait.
No one tells Sybil.
Relax. Enjoy. I certainly plan to do the same.
Where do you plan to go?
Oh, I don't know. Around and about. Treat myself as a me.
I love that emote. I think that's my favorite emote I have. A lover or three... Damn, girl.
And when the time comes, I'll come find you. Your Holiness.
Say it again.
Don't be a stranger now.
No. Fine. Jehan.
You escaped an abominable prison and confronted the king of all gods, only in turn to confront divinity itself. A rather poetic arc, don't you think? Not that your story is finished, of course. Your divinity shines upon all who walk Rivellon. And there will be those that escape to the shadows. You must be ready to face them, whenever they might emerge.
By the way, whenever a game has these moments, has these epilogue moments, where you can literally just walk around and talk to everyone, and they just give you this closure on all of the characters like this, I fucking love that shit. It's a reason why I actually ended up honestly enjoying Andromeda a whole lot more, because of the epilogue that they had in Andromeda. I thought that epilogue fitted Andromeda so well and tied up everything really well for those characters, even though, you know, some loose ends from the story are still prevalent that will never get answered because they're probably never going to continue in the Andromeda series. But when games, like I said, when games do this shit, I love it. I'm a sucker for it. What are you going to get up to next, Jehan?
Now that I am clear of mind and free of intruders, I'm wondering if it isn't time to share my learnings with the less enlightened. And to that end, I have a few ideas worth considering. Once I've come to a conclusion, I promise you'll be the first to know.
Do you have any advice for the new Divine?
As a matter of fact, yes. Source makes for an excellent ally in matters of a demonic nature. Not only can void seep through the veil, but the beasts of Nemesis might similarly slip out of their own plane. Whether you are clever enough of a divine to keep Damien's disciples confined to Nemesis, I can't say. But I think we'll know soon enough. And I suggest you be ready.
I wish you well, Jehan. I'll be on my way.
Until we meet again.
Oh my god, Beast. And Sir Laura, dude, I'm probably gonna fucking cry from Sir Laura. I'm saying that now. Sir Laura is probably gonna make me cry. I love that fucking squirrel and cat.
Nothing interesting down there. The future lies above.
What's Beast gotta say? We literally didn't really deal with Beast at all.
Beast's spirit smiles as you approach and begins to sing a tune you think vaguely familiar.
Here the wild beast just sails on the ocean. He's docked in the bay
And coming way. Off in the yawn, you hear the commotion. Ducked in the bay and coming your way. Karada, I am so curious if your how your relations with characters end. Like, so you can have one companion in a solo run, right? Did you choose Sybil, the waifu, or did you choose Losa, the waifu? Which waifu did you choose? You didn't choose a waifu? Who did you Red Prince, you know, that's a good choice. That's a good choice. In Kenyan birth, daggers don't care about the gold that you're worth. He'll bury your bones neath a mountain of earth. He's docked in the bay and coming your way. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises early. Fuck, now I want to play Assassin's Creed Black Flag. You know what? Sometime I will be playing through the Assassin's Creed series. Help. I know I can't sing, Sasha, but damn it, I'm going to.
He pauses, then continues to hum, all the while working his ghostly whistle.
There's a reason I'm a historian and not a singer. Or a mathematician. Or really anything else that requires artistic talent, even though I am an actor. I'd like to think I'm decent. I'm a pretty good actor. But that's beside the point. I'm also a good writer, so there goes, that's also artistic talent.
But I must say, it's rather exciting to say I've been up close and personal with one.
I hope you've reformed your ways after winning back your freedom.
Reform my ways? How adorable. No, I'm afraid I cannot escape who I am and what I've done.
Her eyes flick down to your mouth. She smiles coyly, then slinks forward to kiss you.
I am sorry, Almira, but I'm spoken for now. Sybil's over there. She scares me. She could easily have a dagger in my throat in a fraction of a second. There's a fucking chicken! A fire chicken! Hold on. Is that my phoenix? Resist.
Almira pouts in disappointment, but it quickly morphs into a devilish grin.
Oh, no matter. We'll always have our first kiss. I haven't been quite able to put it out of my mind. Just as I'm sure you won't be able to put me out of your mind.
What's next for you?
Who knows? A nice cottage someplace quiet for Mahalia and I. A roaring fire and a feather bed. Maybe. Maybe. But a girl needs some fun, doesn't she?
Why is KBC? Don't you mock my phoenix.
You're the new Divine. That's so cool. What's it like?
It's like sitting down. I think that this honestly feels like the line that feels the best out of all of these. I feel like that would genuinely be also the vast majority of people's reaction when becoming ultra powerful. Like, you can now do things you could never do before, but there's so many different things that you could now do. It's like, and you've never experienced this feeling before, so it's like, what do I do first?
Really? Neat. I'd start with dessert if I were you. There's also the matter of my payment for all the stuff I've done for you. That'll be...
He taps his fingers and mouths silently while he counts, until he arrives at an acceptable figure.
1,300,000 dozen and 50 teen gold pieces. Now pay up.
I've got a better idea.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
I need you to spy for me, someone to dig up dirt on my enemies.
Han ponders your suggestion for all of a second.
Okay, I love being all sneaky and well, yeah. But you better believe the bill for that will be a doozy.
Let's talk to Losa.
Oh my, you! Look who it is! Our brand new Lord and Savior.
She curtsies low and looks up at you with a grin.
So, what's your first order of business? End world hunger? Instigate world peace? Send all spiders back to hell where they belong?
Damn fucking right. You know what? That's the first goddamn thing I would do if I was a divine. Fuck those spiders. They're going straight to hell. How does it feel to be free once and for all of all that haunted you?
I don't know if anyone's free of anything once and for all.
Oh, did I not see the 100 bits you? Oh yeah, I don't think I properly thanked you for the bits, Tarada. Thank you for the bits.
But I'm bloody thrilled to be here now. Just me, myself, and you, of course.
You haven't changed at all.
Well, yeah, I'm not the next god. Someone made that abundantly clear.
She winks and pokes you in the ribs.
So, come on, don't keep me in suspense. What are you gonna do with your almighty power?
Start rebuilding what the void destroyed.
Big job. I'd offer to help, but I've got some business of my own to attend to.
You're gonna hit the road with a bunch of filthy artists and get your old band back together?
Ding, ding, ding! My loot calluses are all but worn off. I'm a disgrace. So, Chief, I guess this is it, right?
I guess so, but I won't forget you. Not ever.
Don't speak too soon. You're a god now, after all. Soon enough, your brain will be full of all the fates of all the people in all the realm. Let me know if you see any falling boulders coming my way, though. Or goiters or something.
As she turns from you, the whites of her eyes darken, the veins in her face go grey, and a wicked smile curls her mouth. Suddenly, it's gone again. She winks, and you're left wondering whether you saw anything at all.
See you around.
Losa sings to her.
KFC?
The flaming hatchling bounces and cheeps out of sheer excitement. Daddy! Daddy!
Okay, don't call me daddy.
It takes you a moment to realize the egg you've been carrying has hatched at long last. The chick trills contentedly and flaps its tiny feathers in recognition.
Only Sibyl can call me that.
Seems you've got a new mouth to feed.
Daddy.
No! Stop that.
Well, if it isn't the new divine gracing me with his presence. How honored I am.
What will you do now, Tarquin?
That is the question, isn't it? How does one top the greatest feat of necromancy ever conceived?
Yeah, it was a pain in my ass.
Tell me, have you ever heard of Gustavgen?
I had to lower the difficulty in order to defeat your greatest feat of necromancy.
No, of course you wouldn't. It's a written language, unreadable to most, but myself naturally. It comes from a mysterious race from another world. Beings that feed on minds.
Hold on. Did they know they were going to work on the Baldur's Gate sequel? Did they know when they were making this game that they were in talks to work with with Baldur's Gate? Cuz that's the creatures from Baldur's Gate. The tentacle things. Blah. Or is that just supposed to be a casual reference to that franchise that very obviously inspired Larian Studios? I would love to play Baldur's Gate 3 on stream because I have the game. But like, I don't want to play Act 1 and then end up waiting a year before playing the game again. I'd rather just like wait for the game to be fully released.
I intend to seek them out. This Gustavgen seems to guard portals to their realm. And once I've uncovered one, well, why settle for being the greatest mind in just one world when there's another for the taking?
You know what? If they fucking do, since they're working on Baldur's Gate, if they have the rights to combine the two franchises or whatever with like fucking a crossover game, I would be down. Crossover of Divinity and fucking Baldur's Gate. Fuck it, why not? Do it.
Tarquin's smirk wilts into a glow.
I didn't come all this way to show deference. Some friendly advice. All who rise are capable of falling. Gods, the divine, anyone. Remember where you came from. The last thing this world needs is more tyrants.
talk to a waifu.
Darling, there you are.
There I am.
Come, let me take a look at you. Huh. I've never known a god before they became divine. I was curious if it would have changed you.
She gives you a long, assessing look, but makes no immediate comment.
Do you think I seem different?
She paces around you like a cat, looking you over.
Well, you certainly look the same. But there's something in the air around you. It vibrates ever so slightly. There's magic in it. Power. Don't you feel it?
I feel it. But I feel unchanged in my soul and mind.
Maybe you should give it a bit of time. I imagine it takes almighty power a little while to settle in.
What will you do now, Sybil?
That quite depends on you, I suppose. Is a deity permitted to mingle among us mortals?
She laughs, and it's music to your soul.
I certainly hope so. We love each other after all.
A kiss, and oh, how sweet she tastes.
Love conquers even divinity.
Amazing I'm still here. That we're still here. That Lucian... Well, that relationship always was complicated, wasn't it?
So, I think they messed up with Lucian. Because throughout Fort Joy, the pretty much consensus from everyone is that Lucian is a great guy. And then we get to Reaper's Coast, and that still continues. That still continues the love for Lucian. And then it's not until we're in Act 3, at the very end of Act 3, where we start finding out Lucian perhaps was not that good of a dude. And they didn't really expand on that thought anymore. Like, they didn't have us questioning. Like, they brought it up and then completely pretty much didn't mention if Lucian was a good or bad guy until the very end, where they pretty much make him a confused hero, I guess is the right word. So, like, I feel like they messed up there. I feel like they should have introduced
I've done so before.
conflicting reports on Lucian earlier on in the story. In, like, Reaper's Coast, they should have introduced it. And then throughout Act 3 stays the same, where we still get where we still get that library telling us Lucian was killing people behind their backs or whatever. And then Act 4, there's just more people questioning Lucian or something. Like, the Void, did Lucian do this or something, right? I don't want unquestioned devotion, I want a friend.
Gareth beams. For the first time, he is his own man. Yet his enthusiasm is not a man's, but a child's.
A friend, yes. That I know how to be.
For a moment, his mind wanders to memories of friends and enemies, of malady and magisters, of demons and divinity. He is then in the present once more, and smiles at you.
Friends.
What happens next for you, Gareth?
I find a way to fit. I wasn't just content to lurk in Lucian's shadow. I was his shadow. Now I stand in the sun as my own man. I just don't know who that man is. And so I find out. My goal is to have a goal. If that makes sense at all. And if it doesn't, well, that's all I've got.
Sybil cups your cheek in her hand.
So Laura fucking make me cry.
Well, Corvus, look who finally graced us with their presence. I suppose some thanks are in order.
Laura, you don't have to thank me for anything.
What? No, you should be thanking me. I just saved the world from the great Acorn. You're welcome, by the way. Honestly, some creatures have no sense of...
Sir Laura's voice actor is the single best voice actor in this game. I'm sorry. I love the Red Prince. I love Los's voice actress. But Sir Laura takes the cake. Thank you, Sir Laura. Thank you, Sir Laura, for your humble service.
A huge grin slowly spreads
I
across
wish
the
we
squirrel's
saved his
small
life. I
face.
wish we didn't get him killed.
Of course, had you not stopped this God King and his lackeys, there would have been very little left for me to save. So?
The cat moves forward, twisting around your legs and filling the air with the sound of dry, dusty purring.
Ah, quackers! Please, have a little decorum.
Sir Laura, we've been through a lot. You should relax.
This battle is won, my friend, but we still have a war to fight. We've undone the Great Acorn, but the Knights of Dre are still out there. They summoned the Great Acorn once. They will be able to summon it again. We have to destroy their order, once and for all. That is the future Quirkus and I have ahead of us. We no longer need a shield, but we are very happy.
Ruffle his fur, the big old softy.
The squirrel tenses for half a moment before relaxing into your fingers.
Ah! Oh, hi, Quirkus. You never told me it felt this good. Well, that was certainly an experience. Of course, this has all been something of an experience, eh?
I never dreamed I'd end up here.
I don't suppose any of us did. I never thought I would...
Sir Laura and the Red Prince's character arcs, 10 out of 10.
Oh, Quackers! There is no one that we would rather have walked this world with. I do not know what comes next for you, but you will always have a friend in the forest. Come, Quackers. We must...
Oh.
Oh, I think you have something in your eye, my friend.
I think I do too.
The cat curls up and snuggles into his squirrel friend, who quietly sits and sniffs on the deck. The squirrel...
I'm gonna miss Sir Laura and Quirkus. That's for sure. Oh my fucking god, Fane. But where's Ifan? I never saw Ifan. I take it Ifan didn't like us enough? Or Ifan hated us. Somehow. Even though we didn't really do anything to him.
I suppose it's time for me to explore a new form of eternity.
It gives me almost as much pleasure to speak to you as it does to be whole again.
It's good to see you too. You've been a dependable ally.
I will always be an ally to those that carry swords, to those whose blood is of the heroes of old, and so, as always, I am at the ready.
How are you here and unharmed?
Consider me to be a gift from Naradi. My wood was splintered, but my spirit intact. It was a great feat, but given her skill, not a surprising one. I feel better than new.
It's time to depart.
You look out to the endless beyond. The sun's light plays upon the waves, just as it always did. The sails flutter in the wind, just as they always will. And yet, something is different. You are different. And with a start, you realize where you must go next. You speak the command to the Lady Vengeance, and another chapter begins.
All right, 100 more hours of gameplay, guys.
War raged on.
Oh.
Arx remained the center of power as the races united behind the Divine. But the Voidwoken attacks continued as they did elsewhere. Arx would see many more long years of war. The ancient empire of lizards became one of the pillars of the new Divine Alliance. The Houses of War and of Shadows were particularly useful in the fight against the God King. The Empire used the war to expand its territory. Justinia returned to her throne. Under her rule, the Dwarven kingdom fought for the divine, and her loyalty was unquestionable. Many fine and courageous dwarves did their people great honor, in battle and in death. With Lucian gone, the elves reluctantly rejoined the Divine Alliance. Their place in the war on the Void would entirely depend on the integrity of the new Divine.
No, seeing as the new divine is a lover to Sibyl.
On the integrity of the elven Godwoken who did not ascend. And here and there, across the world, what was left of the Black Ring fought on. The island of Fort Joy remained a sorcerer's paradise, a place of exile for those whose sorcery threatened to bring in the Void.
Oh.
For their well-being, its residents depended entirely on the benevolence of the new divine. Reaper's Coast struggled on.
Oh.
The farms and the fisheries fought to feed the people against the Voidwoken blight.
Dang.
The black pits took fire. The oil there burns still. Driftwood teetered on the edge of starvation until the night the Voidwoken came from the sea. All were killed. This did, however, put an end to the famine.
It's so fucked up, but it's so funny.
The Isle had vanished. Although only open water remained, by instinct ships would steer clear.
Oh fuck.
None of the captains could
The famine's gone,
why.
guys. I mean, everyone's dead, but the famine's gone. Success.
Arcs battled on.
Is that Gareth?
Thanked the surviving Seekers for their service and gave them their freedom. Disillusioned with ongoing war, he set out alone to find a new purpose. He would never stop seeking.
The Gareth? Han?
Young Han grew up a warrior and became one of the Alliance's greatest generals.
Let's go, Han!
But even he could not win the war.
Oh. Oh no.
Almira and Mihaly settled in an abandoned home.
Let me guess, they get fucking
The
killed.
locals liked and respected Almira. She never wanted for help, and deals always fell to her favor.
Please don't die.
Outsiders were often
Please don't have them
suspicious,
killed.
but no local would speak against her.
Oh, thank God.
With a new divine at the helm, Malady had a powerful ally, but she was in no hurry to call in her favor. After all, it might be the last thing she ever did. Having performed the greatest act of necromancy in history, Tarquin found the new world unchallenging. He became obsessed with rumors of another plane of existence. One day he vanished and was never seen again.
I swear, if they have Tarquin in Baldur's Gate 3 somewhere, I would love
the
that.
Wizard served the new divine with honor, wisdom, and an at times unnerving feline elegance.
I wish we got more of Arhu.
Jehan the demon hunter never stopped hunting for demons. Sahala sought to strengthen the Elven alliance with the new divine. Her powers of sight proved useful in the ongoing war against the Void.
But she's blind.
But she could never be sure that the new divine trusted her.
Nothing ever happened where I distrusted Sahala.
Tova, her mother, was Sahala's most trusted warrior. Sibyl wandered the world.
God, the art for Sibyl is 10 out of 10.
The realm over as a traveling hero, celebrated
Look at
wherever
this.
she
Goddamn
went.
gorgeous.
Enjoying life to the fullest, she was truly and finally free.
I would simp for that. I already do.
On his return to the Empire, the Red Prince was hailed a hero. He married Sada, and they had many more dragons. Soon, the prince became the emperor. Faced with dragons, the Void did not gain the upper hand in the Empire. Lohse returned to her music and enjoyed a storied career as the Divine's premier musician. Dark moods would still overtake her, and she would spend long hours walking in the wilds. She always returned with a new song. And then there was you.
Me!
For how much of this do you take credit?
All of it.
Or blame?
All of it.
And what kind of divine were you?
Amazing.
The world battled on.
The best divine. The greatest. My people got so tired of winning.
Did you show mercy or strength?
Yes.
Did you sacrifice others as Lucian had done?
Maybe.
Did you regret becoming divine?
Fuck no.
Should you have given your soul and sealed the veil?
Debatable.
Only you know the truth. Only you know if you atone for your sins.
All right, let's fucking talk. Let's fucking talk. There are moments in this game that absolutely, completely pissed me off. I think I am still very annoyed at the fact that for the first two areas, for the first two acts, what we were able to do was we got a specific line of dialogue that said, hey, if you do this, you will not be able to return to this land. So do what you have to do now, or leave. We did not, I don't remember receiving a line of dialogue like that when it came to the Nameless Isle. It seemed, I did not know that, I didn't think we would get sent on that spiral there that ended Act 3. And that ended up costing us a level and leaving us to be under-leveled when we arrived in Arcs. And that under-leveling of Arcs made Arcs a lot more difficult and a lot more annoying to play through. Which hurt Arcs a lot in terms of my enjoyment. I ended up not really enjoying pretty much Arcs. Like, until, once we were the right level. My favorite fight, though, was the fight with the Devourer, where despite being like a level low, we were able to fight the Devourer just fine by playing it smart. That was a well-designed battle, but the rest, I don't think, the rest of Arcs I felt was a bit meh in terms of design. The Doctor was also all right. But really, to fight the Doctor, I had to cheese it and get my people to be spread out before the fight started. And I feel like if I have to end up doing that to really succeed in the fight, I don't like that. I don't like having to do that. Because it feels cheesy to me. And of course, I've said it countless times how much I disliked the final fight. I thought the fight was fine if they had not introduced that second phase. I understand why they did why they have the second phase and its purpose for storytelling. However, its execution was, I think, done kind of meh in the aspect that it was too tough. It felt too difficult. The enemy was I had to kind of rely, if I wanted to keep playing it at regular difficulty, I would have had to completely rely on luck, on RNG, on the AI, on Dallas turning into a dragon and focusing on the enemies and not focusing on my team. And when I have to rely on AI like that, I don't like that. That, to me, is pretty poor design. Notice how, though, I'm only pretty much saying this about arcs. The rest of the game I thought was well designed, except for that one fight on Reaper's Coast. Fuck that one fight. If you were there during that stream, you know exactly what I'm talking about, where I had to teleport that, like, burning witch off the side of the mountain in order to stand a chance against her, in order to avoid getting team wiped within the first turn of that battle. That was the only way I was succeeding in that fight. Fuck that fight. So yeah, but then that final battle with arcs, I think they could have left it, or what they should have done, I think, in my opinion, with that second phase, is that, let's say you are, like how I did it, was where I was able to have all those people support me, right? People were worshiping me or whatever, and so I had unlimited source points. So I think what they should have done is, in that final fight, when it goes into the second phase, it respawns anyone that's dead on your side, on your team, and you also get your full health and your full armor back. Because I had my full team at the start of, well, no, everyone except for Sybil at the start of the second phase, and I still couldn't do it. I couldn't do that second phase. It was too tough. So yeah, it felt like perhaps that there are certain fights here that they didn't really either test extensively, or perhaps in the testing, they didn't run into the same issues I had or something. I don't know. Hey, Yada, you're catching the end. I think, score for this game, I think I'm going to give it... Yeah, like they could have, I think, perhaps doing that, perhaps going off of that, perhaps actually doing a thing where it's like, what we've seen other games do is, instead of, what they should have done was, like, perhaps have, Brachus Rex, he teleports himself, Dallas, Lucian, all of them into the void, or whatever, and then, but he doesn't teleport you, so then, what you do is you wake up, and you, get everyone gathered, you heal everyone up, right? And then you go through the portal to chase Brachus Rex down. And then when you get there, the final fight is happening, like all those creatures are spawned, right? The Kraken is already spawned. The enemies that the Kraken spawns are there already. Lucian and Dallas has already turned into her dragon form. And they're already fighting Brachus Rex, right? That fight's already underway when you go through the portal, go into the void to fight and finish off Brachus Rex. I think that perhaps would have been a better way of doing it, where you still get the second phase, but you get that opportunity to heal up. Because throughout that second phase, I had no opportunity to heal up, or I couldn't do enough healing that allowed me to stay alive. Like, once a character reached a certain HP, I couldn't heal them high enough where they wouldn't just get stunned or just outright killed within the next turn. And if a character got stunned there on the regular difficulty, it was pretty much GG. And then that goes back into the whole aspect of RNG in this game of dang. The story, this is tough. My thoughts on the story here, because I did enjoy the story. However, as I said earlier, I feel like the twist with Lucian becoming a bad guy was honestly a bit poorly handled. I think they could have handled that better with more foreshadowing of Lucian actually not being, Lucian not being a good guy or whatever. I think there could have been more hints about it. I also think that there could have been more hints about who the hell Vredeman is. I think they could have hinted more heavily that Vredeman was Brachus Rex. They're essentially, from what I'm remembering off of like notes that we picked off, dialogue, there were no hints that Vredeman was Brachus Rex. It all seemed that he was just a powerful mage until it was blatantly pointed out to us by a character that, hey, Vredeman is actually Brachus Rex. I think they could have done that reveal a bit better too. So really, pretty much when it boils down to, my issues with this game pretty much all come up with the end of Act 3 and the beginning of Act 4, with arcs. All of my issues pretty much with this game stem from arcs. And I think it makes sense that and I think that's actually a decent sign, right? It's of course not a positive that all the issues that I have with this game, storytelling wise and a bit gameplay wise, comes up at the end. However, I'm not gonna say it's necessarily a negative, because this is a long ass game. So obviously having the end of the game being a bit weaker than perhaps the beginning makes some sense, because of, you know, time spent, right? You spend more time in the beginning of the story, and that's also where you want to hook the player, right? You want to hook the player in the beginning. Like Fort Joy, I consider Fort Joy like 10 out of 10. Like, if the game, like, Fort Joy is long enough to be its own game. Honestly, if Fort Joy were its own game where they just are like, you know what, all the game is escaping Fort Joy. Right, just escape Fort Joy and that's your story or something, and then you can picture like, oh, do you chase Divinity or not or something, leave it up in the air, I don't know. Like, obviously it wouldn't be as satisfying if that was the case, but Fort Joy, the way it carries itself, I felt is a 10 out of 10. Reaper's Coast, I think, is honestly an 8 out of 10. Reaper's Coast was too long. I think they could have split up Reaper's Coast, and I think they could have put some things of Reaper's Coast in the Nameless Isle, because the Nameless Isle was really short. We spent, what, 2 to 3 streams in the Nameless Isle? Whereas we spent, like, 10 plus streams in Reaper's Coast. And then we spent 6-ish or so streams, I want to say, here in Arcs. I think is what it was around. So I think there was a bit of an unevenness. Nameless Isle, I'm gonna give the Nameless Isle like probably a 7 out of 10. And then Arcs, I'm also gonna give a 7 out of 10. So I think for this game, this game gets a, I love the the story, the writing is really well done for pretty much the vast, like, 95% of this game. I think I'd give this game an 8 out of 10. It's nearing that 9 out of 10 threshold, however, when I have to lower difficulty for a fight, I don't like it. Sometimes that if I lower difficulty, it is because I suck at the game, but in this case, I don't think that was the case here. I think that is the design of the game that caused me to need to lower it in my case, because I think I got a bit screwed in the level department. I think if I had not gone into the final mission story area of the Nameless Isle when I did, and instead I did the stuff with the Sallow Man and the Black Ring and whatnot before entering that part, I don't think I would have had this leveling issue. But because that was the issue that I had in my experience here playing it, that's what I gotta go with. Just skip that. So yeah, this took us, let's see, if we do Let me pull up a calculator. Yeah, like if I had done multiple fights where I lowered the difficulty from classic mode to story mode, then I would definitely say, hey, it's on me. But no, that wasn't the case. I mean, you could also partially blame it on, I think I'm gonna more blame it on leveling, on us getting screwed out of the leveling department. Who knows, perhaps if I had been the proper level for this game at the end there, like I went into that fight on the very brink of level 19, where I was like 20,000 XP away from getting to level 20. I think perhaps if we had started the fight at level 20, maybe things would be different. Who knows? But let's go to a calculator. And let's see, this is part 29. Yesterday's stream was 4 hours, so I'm going to say our average is 3 hours per stream. So if we do 29 streams, times it by 3. This game took us 87 hours. They say that the game usually takes around 100 hours, so we got under the mark. I did get the achievement for completing in classic mode because I changed it back to classic mode after we won the fight, and it counted. So yeah, I ended up with 62% of the achievements. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go to a tier list. I want to see if there's a tier list for this game. Divinity. There's a tier list. We'll do a quick tier list before I end stream. There is. Okay, guys. Speedrun any percent, 87 hours. Let's go. I have a feeling that is not a speedrun time, sadly. All right. Let's see here. Display capture 2. Boom. Apologize about the ads. Hopefully nothing personal comes up here. No, I don't need a new refrigerator. Fuck off. All right. So we have Malady. Malady's B tier. We really didn't get her much. We didn't, experience her. She didn't get much character development, I feel like. Pretty one note. Brachus Rex. I think I'm gonna put him. He was a good, in the beginning, he was a good, like, kind of, what's the word? He was a good kind of boogeyman, right? He was a good kind of, oh, he was such a bad guy. He really filled that role really good. However, then when it got revealed that, it was cool that he was a super bad guy, and that he was kind of tricking Dallas, so that definitely made me feel like he was a threat a bit, but I didn't really care for him. Sybil, S tier. I think that's Dallas. Dallas was a great villain for most of the game. However, I feel like I think perhaps the mistake, because they did not really do such good foreshadowing that Brachus Rex was returning, and then they dropped it on us that Dallas was no longer the big bad. I think Dallas being the big bad would have been better than bringing back Brachus. If they had just left it that simple, I think that would have been I think it would have landed better as a story for me. Beast, D tier, we didn't experience him. Fane, We also didn't experience him, but I think he was a well-written character from what we got to experience a bit. Gareth. I think that's Gareth. Gareth's pretty cool. The Seeker. No, that's not the Seeker. That's the Seeker. Who the fuck is this supposed to be? Art? No, that's Ifan. Ifan, C tier. Lucian. The same issue with Brachus Rex. He was great when he served the initial purpose as a purpose of being this pretty much deified dead guy. But the moment he was no longer dead, I felt like his character was weakened. I'm going to put Lucian, honestly, here at the top of C. I did not care that much for him once he was an actual living person again. Losa, S tier. Straight S tier. I think I'm going to put her above Dallas. Huh, this is funny. All the women are... three of the female characters are all S tier. Gareth, whatever the fuck his name is, top of A. He's on the brink, I think, of S. I think he could possibly be pushed to S. I would understand why. But I feel like he would have served... I feel like he probably actually would have done better if we had gotten to have him as a companion. I think if they had made him an optional companion for you to travel with, I think that would have been cool. I don't know who the fuck that is. So D tier. Red Prince, S tier. Sibylla is number 1 though because she is bae. Alexander, he was also S tier. Amazing villain for Fort Joy. Amazing villain. I actually felt his threat. He felt like a threatening character. I thought he was well done. And that whole possibly being influenced by Dallas, I thought he was really well written. I think he's better than Dallas. Sir Laura, sorry, Sibyl. Sir Laura and Quercus are fucking top. They're number 1. The dragon. He was pretty fucking cool, and he had a silky ass voice. I liked him. I wish we had gotten to see him again. I wish he had come back at the end of the game. That would have been fucking cool. Honestly, I think he should have come back at the end of the game. I think this was a big missed opportunity. Because he only helped us in Fort Joy. I feel like because of how much we helped him, we like pretty much saved him. We saved him. Not pretty much. We did save him from imprisonment. Permanent imprisonment. So I think him coming back at the end would have been really good. Helping us in that final fight, right? Swooping in to save the day or something to help us would have been cool. Him, C tier. No, D tier. I didn't care for him at all. You killed the dragon, Tarada. Come on. So yeah. Here's my Divinity 2 character listing. It's definitely good that a lot of these characters here are S tier. As I've said, I think this game was well written. However, there were parts where they fumbled the ball. And it's not like they were too bad. Like, it's not like where they fumbled, it was like a horrible mistake or whatever. But it definitely felt like weaker writing that did not match the rest of this game. This game was really well written until some parts. Yeah, I don't know who the fuck that is. Yeah. Tomorrow we will be... I'm gonna save this. Oh, yeah, go ahead, use your points. We won't start We won't start Tarada. All right. So first question that I'm going to ask you before I give you a list of games to pick: would you like short game or a long game to pick? Short games are going to be games that are 40 hours or less. Long games, 40 hours plus. And then I'm going to get my list out of games that I currently own and... You want short games, got it. Okay. So let's see here. All right. We have Shadow of Mordor. Doom Eternal. Expeditions Vikings. And then let's see what's a good fourth one to pick. You know what? I don't know how well Control will run it. My comp. Game Dev Tycoon. Not really much of a story game, but it kind of has a story. That one's a fun game. It's a really short game though. It'd be like that'd be like Cloudpunk and Plague Tale length in a game. So those are your options. The longest out of those four is Expeditions Viking. Expeditions Viking is around, according to the internet, takes about 37 hours to complete. Expeditions Viking is also a game a lot like Divinity 2. Doom Eternal is Doom. And then Shadow of Mordor is a RPG. Let me see if there's anyone. While you pick from that list, I'm going to see if there's anyone streaming at the moment. There's actually no one streaming, so it's just be an end thing. God damn, I can't believe. Wow. You've been watching me for. It's been 3 months, so you've been watching me long enough. Shadow Mordor, okay. All right, so I will not be starting Shadow of Mordor this week. We will start it next Monday. Tomorrow we will be back with God of War. Friday will be God of War. Saturday will be God of War. Don't think that'll be enough days to finish God of War. It's just want to kind of like relax. God of War is a very relaxing game for me. Just so you know, you're not getting your points gypped or whatever. I just want to yeah, like this is such a long game. 29 streams to complete this game. Oh, damn. Yeah, I think this fits fairly as an 8 out of 10 game. I'm so conflicted on this rating. Like, there are parts that absolutely just pissed me off. Like, that just gave me frustration, and I hate it when games do that. I hate, like, I want to be, like, this is why you will never, like, the only way you would ever see me playing, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, actually, you can't do this with Sekiro because I already own it, and I will refuse anyone gifting me Sekiro. But if someone were to gift me, like, say, gift me one of those fucking games, I would feel obligated having to play it, but I wouldn't enjoy it. Like, I'm saying it now. I would not enjoy it at all. It would just be me getting angry at the game. And I don't like that being the mood of my streams. I like being a bit more upbeat when it comes to games and not being frustrated. So like when the parts in this game that came out that were just leaving me frustrated and annoyed, fucking hated it. And then like when I would end stream, I was always bothered because I was like, God, I hate giving off that attitude, giving off that vibe of just being angry. Don't like it. I swear a lot, but I swear out of love, not out of anger most of the time. But when I start swearing out of anger, it bothers me. I hope that rant makes some sense. Steam doesn't allow gifts from other countries. Well, fucking good. I do swear out of love, Noxie. Your suffering is our joy. I already had, Tarada, I already had stuff. Stuff offered or threatened to gift me, Dark Souls 1. I immediately refused. I was like, no, don't you do it. But I also told Stuff, I was like, if you fucking do, I will feel obligated to play it. Just know that I will not be enjoying the pain. I am not a masochist. Okay? Maybe let's say in the future, like, we run out of games. Maybe then. Maybe. Small maybe. There is a chance that it depends on what's that game coming out by the Dark Souls developers or whatever. Elden Ring. Yeah. I'm intrigued by that. I know George R.R. Martin pretty much has not done the writing on it. He just was like, oh, here are some ideas that I have. Here's some lore and whatever. Here you go. And then the writers for Elden Ring took his ideas, and that's what we're going to see in the game, right? Because George, he has stated this. I can't remember if he stated this in a blog post or in an interview, but he said, hit the mic. He has not been in contact with the developers pretty much of Elden Ring since he gave them his notes or whatever, like 3 years ago or something. So that's his thing. I'm curious how they're going to implement his ideas. That Elden Ring might entice me. It depends. It depends on how, if it's going to be like Dark Souls or if it's going to be more approachable. Sekiro felt like a step towards the direction that I want. I played a little bit of Sekiro. It felt a bit more approachable than Dark Souls looks to me. However, it was still too in that vein of being difficult for the sake of being difficult. That's how I look at Dark Souls, and I do not enjoy games that are just difficult for the sake of being difficult. It's like, have difficulty sliders. And when you do difficulty sliders, don't have the difficulty change by just like changing the like health and damage dealt of the characters, or if you do, maybe change it slightly. I feel like, yeah, I feel like AI, if you raise the difficulty, they should be acting smarter. Like in the case of Divinity 2, the AI should like perhaps increase the like in the case of Divinity 2, perhaps increase the possibility of the AI missing a shot or something, like increase their ability to miss when it comes to raising difficulty. But in the broad case, when it comes to raising difficulty, I just want the AI to act more intelligent, perhaps in a game like Sekiro or like Ghost of Tsushima. With Ghost of Tsushima, yeah, damage was increased, to be more realistic. However, the AI also did act smarter. The AI was more cautious. The AI would attack you when you were like getting surrounded, when they were grouping up on you. They were more likely to attack you in groups, whereas on the lower difficulties, they were less likely, I believe. That goes also with Jedi Fallen Order. Jedi Fallen Order's AI acts differently on a higher difficulty. They are more intelligent. They attack differently, as well as, you know, it being, you know, easier to kill you because, right, if you get hit with a lightsaber, you should pretty much die. Like, that kind of stuff makes sense. But I don't want to roll around a boss for like 10 to 30 minutes and just roll around, hit him a couple times, then roll again. That's all Dark Souls is to me. That's all it looks like. It doesn't look like I can avoid playing that way as someone who is not necessarily that good at games. Like, I'm decent at games. However, you know, I'm not good enough, right? I would end up having, it seems, from all the videos and things I've seen of Dark Souls, is you pretty much got to roll around and whack them, and then roll some more, whack them, roll some more. That's all I ever see when I watch Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro gameplay. It's just rolling around, running around, dodging, and then attacking when there's an open spot, when they're paused in their routine of attacks. I don't like that in a game. I want to be able to approach fights differently. I want one fight to go completely differently than another. I want to be like, oh, I'm going to attack this guy with this, or I'm going to try this strat with this one. Divinity 2 allowed me to do that. I could have completely changed up my strategy at any time, and I like that. But that is the stream for today. Feels good to be done with this game. We return with God of War tomorrow night at my usual time of 6 p.m. U.S. Central Standard Time. Forward to seeing you guys there. We're not gonna raid anyone. No one's streaming right now that I know, because I'm gonna again do my typical. I would do my typical raid in the dip. But yeah, thank you guys for showing up. That was my thoughts on Divinity 2. And if you only want to see me play another PC game, then I will be playing Shadow of Mordor starting next Monday. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good night. Woo! Or good morning. Whatever fucking time it is for you. If you live on the fucking moon, I don't fucking know. Good moon day. Whatever.